everybody. Happy New Year, happy holidays, however it goes. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time for me, but been pulling grandpa duty, yo. You know what I'm saying? I had multiple grandbabies over the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. But all that is over with now, so now I can more concentrate on things. I know I said that last year, right? But in any case, let's talk chatterbaits. So, in all actuality, when it comes to chatterbaits, it is something that can be fished all year, really. I mean, at least from pre-spawn to late fall, really. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much the majority of the year. I really wouldn't suggest it in the winter, especially with the cold water months. You can drag it as a jig. You can do that also, but why when you can just use a jig? So I'm going to talk about the only colors you really need from pre-spawn to late fall. The only colors that you need. So let's get into it. So let me grab my chatterbaits here. When it comes to chatterbait fishing, we'll start off with the pre-spawn. You know what I'm saying? Water's a little bit dingy. You got, you know what I'm saying, the rain starting to come in, getting ready for spring, and the water warming up. So, you would want to go with something, get it untangled here, out my dirty box. You would want to go with something in the red color. In the red color. This bait ain't been used in a good long time, so I really can pull that off. Get that off of there. But yeah, you want a fire crawl color for your chatterbaits, and that is for the dingy water. There's a bunch of theories on why red is such a good color in the early spring. I never understood it. I just know it works. It's just all it is to it. So going from that, you go into the spawn and into the spring. Once you get there, you go with green pumpkin or a bluegill pattern, which is here. You go to green pumpkin or bluegill pattern. Bluegill, sunfish, however you want to call it. You want to go with those two patterns. In the spring, they're feeding up on bait fish, bluegill, shad, redfin shad, so forth, so on. They're feeding up, getting ready for the spawn, and even during the spawn, you can actually use this because they hate bluegills around their beds. So you can use that. Speaking of shad, after the spawn comes the shad spawn. So they're feeding up, trying to get their weight back up from the spawn. So you would want to go with a white or some sort of white and chartreuse. That's what you want to go with. That's just what it is. Then you come into the summer months. You come into the summer months, and you would want to go under two conditions. Really, this one color can work in the spring also because of the dingy water during the spawn. But after the shad spawn, you come into the summer months. You want to go back to your green pumpkin or a black and blue color. Those are the colors that will get you through everything. Now, when you're going back into the fall, since I'm doing it that way, you can go back to your white. Let me get you a little bit closer. Your white, or your white chartreuse, I'm sorry, and your whites. You can go back to those for the fall and into the late fall. High hook, and you're pretty much good to go from there. So, for a recap, pre-spawn, go with your fire crawl colors, your reds. Your spawn, go with your bluegill and your green pumpkins. Summer months, well, after the spawn, beginning the summer for your shad spawn, you want to go with your whites, white chartreuse, and also green pumpkin. And then for your fall, again, your shad, your green pumpkin, and your black and blues. Anytime that the water's dingy, you go with your black and blues. It's just what it is, or your white chartreuse. That's so it can be seen in the dirty water. When it's clear water, you want to go with your green pumpkin and your bluegill patterns. And that'll be about it. But the one thing I'm going to add to that, a little caveat, most people, when they use, let me pick out one here. No, I'll go with the green pumpkin. Or the bluegill. Most people, when they use chatterbaits, you don't really need a lot of trailers. You really don't. Really, let me back that up. You don't need a lot of chatterbaits. All you need, again, bluegill, shad, some kind of white, or white chartreuse, green pumpkin, and a red. Those are the only 5 colors you actually really need. Everything else, But what you can do is take and change out the color of your trailer. That will either lighten or darken the chatterbait up. That's one thing it'll do. So, I have a couple of trailers here to show you what I'm talking about. So, we have a summer cross trailer here. We have a summer cross trailer. So, if you want, let me kind of slide up a little bit forward. For this bluegill pattern, you want to thread this on. Let me get that right. Thread that on up there. And if you look, you see how that looks? Looks pretty decent, right? Looks good. Okay. So we'll take this off. See, and I can do it without messing up the bait because I want to use it again. Then we can go with a yodel worm. Yodel worm, yeah. Let's take one of these out here. And let's thread this on. All right. And as you can tell, it has gotten just slightly, the profile has changed up just a little bit. It became just a little bit darker. So, to be all honest with you, a slightly stained pond with a darker trailer would work just fine with a bluegill pattern. Or, if you just got straight chocolate milk, excuse me, I'm sorry. If you got straight chocolate milk, then white chartreuse, and you can still use the black and blue. Just flip your trailers and see what it is that you like the most. Guys, it's 2025. I will be doing better about getting out there on the water. I will be doing some crappie fishing. I will be doing more catfishing, and of course bass. Hopefully this fall, I got everything I need to start filming my hunts. So hopefully I can do a better job of that. Other than that, trying to get this kayak. But I want to sell my old boat first before I get the kayak. I want to try to get, it's a special kayak. I like those kind of kayaks. But in any case, hopefully I see you guys out there in the water. Thanks. And if you like the video, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys later.